Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Mummy's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for October 22nd through November 3rd, October 22nd to 26th. In the Western Pacific, a typhoon will be approaching Japan and is forecast to recur towards the Gulf of Alaska. This will have implications downstream. The result will be building heights in the west and a trough in the east. This is the beginning of the pattern, and you can see this is GFS, and we look at the rest of the models. They're in pretty good agreement at the beginning, and then we go through the period. And we see above normal heights here developing across this region, blocking. This will be a result of the NAO going negative during this time frame. And this will lead to a trough here. And you see a trough, a dip across this region. So above normal temperatures are forecast for the west, especially the southwest, the lower Mississippi Valley to the Great Lakes. And during this period, there's still a lot of uncertainty with this system, but a southern stream upper low is forecast to produce heavy rainfall, especially if it ends up moving as slow as some of the models suggest. And the focus will be across the eastern U.S., and this might pose some potential for flash flooding. Okay, October 25th to 29th, here we have the 26th. The transition during this period should be complete. You start seeing we have a ridge here, fairly strong ridge, 588 DM. Here's our trough here. We have positive height anomalies across this area, and they'll be maintained during this flow. See, here you go. Here's GFS. And then we look at the rest of the models. You see that they're in general good agreement. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, and forecast anomalies 4 to 6 degrees above normal, and below normal temperatures are forecast for much of the east, except for New England, which is included in the 4 to 6 degrees above normal, will be 4 degrees below normal across this area here for precipitation. Rather dry period across much of the nation. We have below normal precipitation from the plains and the Rockies, and also for the Northeast. October 30th through November 3rd. Here at the 30th, some of the models are showing some flattening of the flow. You can see here as I go through some of the models, especially as we go through time, but we have very strong positive anomalies here. This supports a trough here in the east. But if you look here, we go to the 3rd, it's still fairly amplified. This is GFS. And then here, this is GFS ensemble, see how it goes flatter. Then we have the European ensembles, which I think you'll end up right. And then we had the Canadian. So some of the models are showing this, but considering that the PNA will be negative, and then we look at the PNA is positive, this will likely lead to, this will likely lead to this type of pattern. So for this forecast period, forecasting above normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies to be greater than 6 degrees above normal, and we have below normal temperatures for the east, with anomalies of at least 6 degrees below normal. Maybe some areas closer to 12 because the anomalies, the normals down here are high compared to the rest of the region, but at least 6 degrees below normal is forecast. And for precipitation, still expecting a relatively dry pattern across much of the nation. We have below normal precipitation from the plains to the Pacific coast, for the southeast, and the lower mid-Atlantic. So that's a long-range weather forecast discussion for October 22nd through November 3rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Mummy's World of Weather, and have a good day.